Hi guys, Andrea Mills here. This week's School Week 30 video is going to start a little bit differently than I normally do. The reason is because, sorry my little note's falling down. I have my note of things I want to remember to talk about this morning, but I wanted to just spend some time talking about a few things that I haven't really taken time in talking about homeschool stuff for a while, and you guys have had some questions, so I thought I would just answer those first thing this morning. And I'm actually taking the day off of school with Solomon today because there's a bunch of projects I wanted to work on. So I decided to take the whole day off of vlogging today. So there's going to be no school video from today. We'll just have a little chat, and then when we're done here, it'll start in on the next day's video. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was something that I put in place a couple months ago and has been going really well, and so I wanted to share it with you guys. Which one of the problems that I've had is with a couple of my kids being real dawdlers and wasting a lot of time not getting schoolwork done, and I was trying to come up with a way to stop that. And of course we've done the little dividers to give them a little privacy and kind of minimize distractions that way, but they were still not necessarily getting done. So I was thinking about how we did it in the ACE school I went to, and they had a couple of different things that they would do for kids who didn't get their school work done during the day. They had to take homework, and ACE really discouraged homework because they wanted, we should be having family time. We should be done with our work, and now it's time for family. And so it was a negative thing to get homework. I know, if you're a public school person, that's just part of life, but that's not how it was in our ACE school. We really did not want to send homework home with kids. We wanted the school day to be the school day and the family time to be the family time. So if someone didn't get their schoolwork done, they had a green slip of paper that had their name and then what subject. I had a list of the different subjects with a line that you could write on, so you'd write in the pages that needed to be completed in each subject. Then, and it had the date on there, then it had to be signed by the parent at home and then brought back the next day with the completed homework. There's also another form that was the detention slip, and it was a yellow slip that was sent home for kids who were in trouble for something. So it had a way of, little check boxes and things, or places to write to say what the problem was and what the consequence was going to be. And also the parent had to sign that, and then the child had to bring it back the next day, and then they would have their consequences. So I was trying to think of a way to incorporate both of those things in our homeschool day. And so I thought, what if I just made a single slip that covered both things? Because if the kids aren't getting their schoolwork done, it's one thing if they're really struggling with something and we have to spend extra time on it. I'm totally fine with that. It's another when they're just messing around and not getting stuff done, and that's a whole different issue. So I made the dad notification slip, and it had a couple of check boxes. They were being disruptive, or I can't even remember what I put on there. And then also what schoolwork was incomplete, so I could write that in there and we would notify dad. That worked really well because for whatever reason it's terrifying to have to be confronted by your dad about problems that you're having. And so we did that for several days, and so here's how it went. Is I said that schoolwork had to be done by 3 o'clock, except for Thomas. He's in high school and he just has more subjects than the other kids, and he also spends time during the day helping customers and things like that. So I gave him till 5 o'clock because he just has a different kind of a schedule going. But for the kids who are not in high school, I said 3 o'clock was it. So at 3 o'clock we're putting up the school stuff whether they were done or not, and then I would fill out this little slip and if they weren't done, and they could go play. But when dad got home, they had to talk to him about what the problem was, and then he would tell them what he wanted them to do. We did this several times, and they quickly got their act together, basically. But it was kind of annoying doing the slip, so I was trying to think what was a better way that I could do this, because I would like the least effort to get the results that I want. And it occurred to me that, I'll show you here, I had bought these little things at our teacher supply store, and I had no idea what I would use them for, but I just felt like they had potential, so I bought them during one of our field trips, and they're little magnetic dry erase labels. And you know that we organize each person by color, so it came with all the colors, which is one of the things that attracts me when I see stuff that in all the different colors. I think, ooh, what could I use that for? So I thought, what if I use these instead? So this is what I've been doing, and I see that there's one that's still filled out here, so I'll get it out. This is Eden's, and what I've been doing is just writing down on the label with a dry erase marker what things were not done, and then I stick these up on the edge of my stove hood because it's, you know, they're magnetic and it's metal, and that's where I like to put things that I don't want to forget, because I will definitely see it and it's like there's nothing else around to distract me. So if I really need to remember an appointment or something like that, I stick it up on the stove hood on a sticky note. I can write on the calendar, but I may or may not look at the calendar. But if I make myself a note and stick it there, I see it. So that's where we've been putting these little labels, is just right on the edge of the stove hood. And then when Dad comes home at night and it's supper time and it's like, oh yeah, there's the thing here, we need to talk to Dad. So then he will have his little conversation, you know, what were you doing that caused you to not get your work done? And then they say, well, I was getting distracted. And then he has his little talk with them. And nothing even really happens. He just then makes them finish their schoolwork in the evening, and they don't get to participate with whatever fun evening activity we're having, unless they get done quickly, and then they can go ahead and have fun with this. So it's not like we're necessarily punishing them, but it's more of trying to get them to accept the schedule and, you know, tighten up things. And it has worked wonderfully well. It's been weeks now since I even had to use these, because really everyone just kind of got on board finally and is getting stuff done. So I have been very pleased with how this has been working for us. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our schedule, because a couple of you have been wanting to know what our schedule is, and I know this changes from time to time, so I'll just tell you how things have been going for a while now. We have been, everyone is required to be at the table at 9 o'clock in the morning, and so they had to be dressed, and I do a little review. I sit down there and say, okay, is everybody dressed? They have their belts on, they got their shoes and socks on, is their hair combed, teeth brushed, beds made, did they eat their breakfast, did they have their vitamins? I think that's all of them. And then there's a few odd things for a couple of the kids that I want to ask about, habits that we're working on that we need to make sure that they did. So I'll ask them all those things. We talk about the day, like any special stuff coming up that day, like what we're gonna have for dinner. We talk about, sometimes we do extra stuff, like we've been doing reading from some books together, and we're gonna do some handwriting work together. I've just started doing that with them. This is where we talk about character traits and trying to do some little workshop type things for good character, and I don't know, just anything that I want to talk to them about. This is kind of our time to do that. I haven't quite done it yet, but I'm planning to immediately following, like we close with prayer also, and then we immediately following, anyone that has a test goes and gets their test, brings it to the table, and they do their tests. Otherwise they just get out all their school stuff and we begin the day. But now that we're getting into gardening season, we might start going out and working in the garden for a little while first thing in the morning before the day gets too warm. But I'm not sure how that's going to go, so that's a possibility. So usually I'm ready to start school with Solomon at that point, but sometimes I'm not. So sometimes I have a few things to take care of, and then I'll go get him and call him back, and we will start our school day. And I work with Solomon usually for about 45 minutes to an hour. The rest of the kids work until noon, and if they get done with their schoolwork before noon, I've been having them continue on till noon and do extra work in something, so that we are I'm trying to like regulate. I don't want them going clear all day, but I also don't want them to be like done in a couple hours and then off and just playing for the rest of the day either. So 3 hours seems like a reasonable amount of time for me to get a good amount of schoolwork done. Again, homeschooling is just so much more efficient than conventional schools because we aren't changing classrooms. We aren't waiting on people, so it really doesn't take that long to get 5 or 6 pages of schoolwork done in a subject. Or, you know, for the younger kids, they only need to do maybe 3 a day to get the whole year's worth done, and that really just doesn't take very long at all. So then after, at lunchtime, you know, at noon we have lunch, and then they go play outside, especially now that it's finally getting nice and warm. And then at 1 o'clock we do our chores, and the whole family does chores at the same time, so that we all just work together. We have our list that we do, and each person just does whatever comes up next on the list, if it's something that they're capable of doing. So there's not assigned chores necessarily. They do have assigned rooms for tidying up, but as far as the actual cleaning and taking care of the pets and all that kind of stuff, it's just everybody learns how to do all the jobs, and whatever is next is your job, and that's what you do. So we do that, and that takes us about 45 minutes usually. And then for the rest of the afternoon, the kids are free to do whatever they want to do. So like the last 3 or 4 days, the boys have been outside most of the afternoon building forts out of a big pile of sticks that was just delivered to us for our garden. We're going to mulch them for the garden. And anyways, they might play games or work on craft projects or play computer games or whatever it is that they want to do. And I work on my own projects during that time. Then at 5 o'clock, or right before 5 o'clock, we have a cleanup time, and then we make supper and have supper, and then every evening we have some sort of an activity usually planned. So, you know, on Mondays we either go to visit my grandma, or we have our little boys club and girls clubs that we do, or we have the first Monday of the month we do our we play a game together. Tuesdays are always game nights, and my dad always comes over for dinner. Wednesday's kind of a free day. I try to check schoolwork and stuff like that on Wednesday evenings also. Wednesday's also a day that we go to the library and all kind of other things too. Thursday evening we watch a show together and have pizza, and that's also our grocery shopping night, so we do that while Tom makes the pizza. And then Friday, Tom and Thomas and sometimes some of the other boys, they always go out on Friday nights to go play a game with some guys that they have like this whole group with. And so then the younger kids and I are home, and that's also a night where a lot of times they'll have friends come over for sleepovers and things like that, because it's kind of like the night when everything's kind of a party atmosphere around here. So that's definitely when we're going to hear the doorbell. It's on Friday afternoons, and kids wanting to come have a sleepover on Friday. Yeah, so Saturday we always just work on projects around the house, and of course Sunday we have church in the morning with our friends, and then Sunday's a day where a lot of times people will come over and spend the afternoon with us, or we'll go visiting other people on Sunday afternoons a lot of time too. So I don't know if that's helpful, but that's kind of where we're at right now is schedule wise, although I really feel like I missed a whole lot of stuff there. But now I hate talking about negative things because it just is yucky, and I'm not like a person who likes to. I would much rather overlook things that I disagree with and preserve relationships than condemn people or criticize people. So because of that, I don't even like to really talk about it on my channel about negative things, because I feel like if you, as my friends, are identifying with me, then any criticisms I get, you are going to identify or take on yourself. And I'm not sure if that's making sense, but if I'm identifying with so-and-so and someone else says so-and-so is this bad person, that makes me feel like I'm a bad person too. So that's one of the reasons I try to avoid talking about the criticisms that our family gets on here, because I know many of you have the same kind of stuff at your house as we do, and I don't want to make you feel bad about it, because it's just life. But today I'm going to go ahead and address 2 things that have come up recently, and I might address this somewhere else, but on occasion we get comments about people who are from people who kind of like don't get it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just explain some things right here. The one thing is the chaos. Someone saying, how can kids learn in such a chaotic environment, blah, blah, blah. And it annoys me when people say that, because I know that not everyone does vlogging, and so you might not understand or like think about what it's like, but I will just explain that when we make our school week videos, I could make a video of like the whole entire day and it would be so extremely boring. So what happens is you get about 15 minutes of a 24-hour day, and I could take a video of all those hours that the kids are sitting quietly at the table doing schoolwork, but that would be a snooze fest and no one would want to watch it. In fact, I think several weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I started one of our videos showing that, because I wanted to like remind people who keep freaking out about that kind of thing that what you see is truthful, but it's so incomplete of a picture of what our school day is like. And I try to have moments where I'll just walk up to a kid and take a video of them doing their schoolwork to get the point across that it's not all kids wandering around like it is in that first few minutes of the day. But there's still always those people who somehow think that the chaos that's happening right when our school day starts is what the entire school day is like. There was someone who left a pretty nasty comment yesterday, and before I completed my reply, she had already deleted it. But one of the things was about preteens and teenagers sitting around in the middle of the day watching preschool cartoons, and I just thought, okay, so Solly and I, we watch our little sound DVD for about 10 minutes or less every day, and during that time, especially on the first day that we have a new letter, the bigger kids like to come over and see what the new letter is going to be. Mostly because they like to, I don't know, they just like made this big thing out of it. And now Solly has also this little social pressure to react a certain way, because we're all there watching to see what he's going to do about the new letter. So now he's kind of gotten this whole negative thing going on with that. And I don't mind, it's just life. But there are some people who think that he's a terrible child because of this, and then there's some people who somehow decided, like this person, that our kids are sitting around watching preschool DVDs in the middle of the day, when in reality it's a couple of minutes first thing in the morning. I just hope that you can use your imagination and try to piece in or fill in the gaps of what's missing from the videos, because honestly, it would be so boring if I made a completely accurate video of what a typical school day looks like. It would be like no one would watch. You'd watch the first one and then be like, why are you showing us this? This is really lame. The second part, this same person said a bunch of things that has been brought up a few times in the past, and I thought, as long as I'm talking about some negative stuff, I might as well get it all out here. But the person is accusing us of having a sheltered life. The kids have no friends. They have no interaction with other adults. Do they ever get to have sleepovers? Do they blah, blah, blah? It seemed ironic because we went on our field trip yesterday to Devil's Tower, and I realized when I was editing the video after I'd read this comment that at one point Judah is talking about his upcoming birthday and that he hopes to have a sleepover, and he was telling which friends he was hoping would be able to come for the sleepover. So it seemed funny that this person is now assuming or accusing us of not letting our kids have friends, and certainly no sleepovers, I guess, like, because even if our kids didn't have sleepovers, it's not like there's like some thing that says if your kids don't have sleepovers, they're going to be emotionally unstable or something like that. It's just really silliness. But here's the thing about having social time in our vlogs, and that when I take a video, and again, if you've never done this, you have no idea, but when I take a video at home and it's just our family, there can be some awkward moments where someone feels uncomfortable because the camera is on them, but it's generally okay because we all know what's going on and it's fine. However, you always miss the best moments because I'm not going to stop in the middle of a really good time or a really fun time or a really meaningful time and say, just a second, I've got to get the camera because we want our viewers to see this. You're also going to miss the worst times because I'm not going to pull out the camera when I'm yelling at the kids or when they're misbehaving. The other day, a little incident started to happen while I was already taking a video, and I thought, this isn't that bad. maybe it would help people to see that we're just like everyone else and we have our moments just like everyone else. But the look on my child's face when they saw that I was taking a video, I'm sorry, it just makes me emotional, but I do not want to humiliate my kids by putting their worst moments out there for everyone else to see. Just as like, I'm not going to put my worst moments out there either. Just trust me that they are there. Then, as far as taking vlogs, there is always the times that we are in public, like at a park or something like that, and that's totally comfortable taking videos because we are taking videos of other people from a distance, and it's not uncomfortable because it's not like we're in their face with a camera and making things weird. We're just taking videos of our kids playing, and if someone else's kids get in there, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't feel awkward about that. What is extremely awkward is when our friends come over taking a video then, because imagine what it would be like if you sat down on your friend's couch and started having a conversation and she pulled out a camera and started pointing it at you. That would be a real, like, killer of the conversation immediately, because who wants to have someone just randomly invite thousands of people to come share this intimate conversation with them? People wouldn't want to come over to our house anymore if they thought that every time they came over I was going to start taking a video of everything that they said and did just to prove that we have friends. It's the same with my kids playing with other kids. We have a neighborhood full of kids. My kids are always playing with other kids, but I don't know how those parents feel about their kids being on YouTube, so I'm not going to just walk up and start taking videos of them playing. It was, I mean, I just wouldn't do that. That's another reason why when we go to the library, our kids have lots of friends at the library. I have lots of mom friends at the library. But you really don't get that sense from what I show, because I always wait until, or I try to wait, like when the kids are hearing their story, to make sure all the kids are looking away if I can before I take a video, because I don't want to make other parents uncomfortable that their kids are like being put on display. And I try to angle it like when all the kids are sitting at the table doing their craft or having their snack. I try to angle it so just my own kids are in the frame and I'm missing all the other kids that are there. And sometimes I pick up stuff of the conversations I'm having with other moms, but generally I try to avoid being the person that no one wants to come around because they constantly have a camera out. So there is pretty much zero evidence in that sense that we have a social life. But I can assure you that we do, and we want to continue having a social life, which is why we don't vlog about our social times unless it's somebody that I'm extremely comfortable with, like when my dad comes over or my sister. Even with my sister, it's like I get some, but it's just weird. And if you haven't done this, you can't understand the weirdness that it creates in social situations to be like a vlogger. So that's just why you're gonna have to trust that we really do have friends and you don't have to get all freaked out about it. I actually tried 1 month to get a month's worth of socialization, and I warned some of our friends I was doing this so that we could get some video clips, but it was super hard. I couldn't do it. For like the first week I did pretty good getting a little bit of video of all the people that came over and all the places the kids went, and I don't know, just all that stuff, but it was just too hard to keep up. I couldn't do it. So then I thought, well, I'll at least make a list of everything that happens each day in a social way so that I can keep track of it that way. That quickly fell apart too, because honestly there's too much going on to even keep track of it. I tried to get Tom to take video of their time when they go out and play magic with their buddies, and that never happened. Even when the one night Tom, Thomas, Caden, and Thane are all going out the door, and I'm saying to them, one of you please remember to get some video tonight. And do you think they remembered? No, they didn't. Now a couple weeks ago, Tom did a live stream while they were playing, so there is some video evidence there. But anyways, it just turned out to be way more difficult than I thought it would be to even keep track of it all. And as I said, it's just super, super awkward. Like when I go shopping, it's rare that I go shopping without running into someone I know. And I have long conversations in the middle of the grocery store or at Walmart, but I don't take a video of that because that would be weird. Even a few times when I've run into somebody while I'm already taking a video, I quickly turn it off, because who wants to visit with somebody who may potentially be putting this on YouTube? Nobody does. I did think it would be kind of nice to like have a button that I could wear that says I'm making a YouTube video, so that when people see me walking around with the camera sometimes they would be like, oh, that makes sense. But yeah, I haven't done that. And I did tell a few people recently, because even though we live in a small town and we know practically everyone, but I don't go around telling everyone I do YouTube videos. So I would guess that the majority of my community does not know that, even though I know them very well. It's just not something that I tell people. So they just see me going around town just like with a camera sometimes, and I'm sure they're thinking, what is she up to? It's kind of weird. But then there are some people in the community, because of Facebook and me putting my videos on Facebook, there are more people that do know now and watch our videos and are all excited about them. And I think it's cute to go to the post office now and run into people saying, well, I watched your video and I thought this about it, and that's kind of fun. But our family has lived in this community. Like my great-great-grandparents were some of the first people to ever actually live in our county, and so we have very deep roots here. My family has lived here for generations. It's a very small area. Our town has 1,000 people, and the whole county has just a few thousand, and I'm related to half of them. So there's no shortage of socializing and connections and things. And I guess part of my frustration is that it's not possible for me to show that to you, because again, it would be boring. Even if I could manage to give a 24-hour day, you couldn't ever know what's in my mind and what's in everyone else's minds, and so it's just not possible to give an accurate picture. So you have to settle, when I say you, I actually mean me, I had to settle this in my own mind that I'm gonna give you a truthful picture of our day, but it's like looking through a tiny window where you don't really see most of what's actually going on. The problem, because you do see a lot of intimate moments in our life, is that you have a false sense of familiarity in thinking that you actually know what goes on. And I don't mean this, sorry, my battery died. Anyways, you get a false sense of familiarity, and I want to be familiar with you. I'm doing my best to make friends with people and to be someone that you can relate with, and I want to help people. That's why I'm doing this. But, and like 99% of you have an imagination, and so you can imagine that you don't know the whole story. You give us the benefit of the doubt if something doesn't make sense. You're super kind to us, and I get all these amazing, wonderful comments every day from so many great people. But then there's like that 1% that doesn't seem to have an imagination and who is so critical and negative. And I guess I just felt the need to address that 1% today. Anyways, I don't really enjoy talking about negative things like that, but there you go. Now let's get on to the rest of the school week.
Did you get my book, Mom?
Peekaboo.
Where's Claudia? Big Boo. Claudia.
Peekaboo. So everyone got their journals put together this week.
Done.
Eden put hers together, but she didn't write in it. Asher, come sit down, please. And
I should have decorated.
So she's gonna get a silver star because we'll still have to finish that one together.
I should have decorated the front because look how stable theirs is because they decorated it. Look at mine.
This is Asher's.
He colored that.
In memory of the toothpick I used to make this.
Yeah, because I broke it.
And he's got his information that he was supposed to write. Our challenge last week was to put together these journals that my sister gave us, and then they were supposed to find out information on the crops that they're in charge of from our garden this year. They had to find out when to plant, when to harvest, and like the spacing that they needed to be planted in for our square foot garden.
I think that's
this one is mine. Judah's. He did a little artwork in his.
On mine, I didn't write it.
Yep. And then we're gonna use these for the rest of the year to keep some records.
Yeah, do I get a gold star?
Yeah. And this one belongs to Justice.
This looks the nicest.
Yeah, Justice did a really good job getting all the decorations on the front. And he looks like he did what he was supposed to
Can I have a
do.
hug?
Okay.
Gold star.
This is yours, Thomas?
Right.
Yep.
I get to play it.
Yeah, Thomas got his information, so he gets a gold star.
Everyone was telling me I put the rope thing on wrong, but it's exactly the same as everyone else.
Maybe yours is better.
Yeah, mine's better and everyone else is wrong.
How does it work though? Like, if you do it like this, but how does it look like that? It makes no sense.
Actually, I think his looks better than ours do.
How does it do that?
This week's challenge is...
Good job, everybody.
Yes, good job, everybody. This week's challenge is going to be to find a job.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, I'm too young to find a job.
You don't actually have to find a job, but you have to find a job.
What does that mean?
It's fun job, you don't have to take it.
Figure out what we're gonna work.
This week I want you to find out some places that are hiring in town.
What do we do? Write it down with places, or do we just tell you?
How do we know?
Or what?
We're going to keep track on our board up there. And you need to pick which job of the ones that are hiring is the one you would most like to do. Even if, obviously, you're not old enough to do these
I
jobs.
think Subway. They're hiring.
Are they hiring?
Yeah,
They used to be
This
like
week
a
they're
year
hiring?
ago.
pretty sure.
They're
Well,
a year
you'll have
ago
to find
they're
out.
hiring.
It's kind of
You're going to
Subway
fill out an
thing.
application. Thomas, you actually have to go somewhere and get an application. Everyone else...
Why?
You're gonna work at
Everyone
Subway
else,
for
you can
real,
just
boy.
print one out, or we'll print you one out from the internet, and you can fill it out so that you can learn how to do
Yeah, but
that.
then they're gonna expect me to come back.
No, they won't. Or maybe you'll want to. Maybe you'll actually find something that you want to do. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Or maybe you'll actually work there.
Then actually have to do the shop.
Well, he's old
Then I can
enough.
get money.
You were 13 when you started.
Wait, I don't know how to do this.
That's why we're doing challenges.
But-
It's to stretch you and learn some new things.
But
Oh, look at Asher. He figured it out.
What?
You want to share it with everyone else?
newspapers. Go to places and find out free newspapers. But do we have to actually go to this place that they're hiring at and then do something?
Only Thomas does. Thomas is the only one that actually needs to go somewhere and find it, get an application.
Isabel?
Everyone else, I'll find some applications you can fill out,
Really?
and you will fill it out with the information for the job you are picking that you would like to do.
Asher needs a hug.
You're poor.
Hug? You're poor. She has a gummy in her hand. Hug? Oh, she has a gummy in her hands. Hug?
Claudia, hug? No. She never hugs me.
Hug?
That was interesting.
It's because you're not sitting at the
Stop it. Is that what she said?
No, she never hugs
Okay,
me. Even
now it's time, since we didn't do this yesterday, because I didn't take video yesterday.
Stuff.
Since I didn't take video yesterday, I postponed any of this kind of stuff till today so that you guys wouldn't miss out.
Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
All right, character of the week. Remember, we now have a minimum point threshold for getting character of the week
What's that?
or whatever.
That means
Yep.
more one person get on.
So yeah, more than one
Whatever it
person
is.
can get on it,
Let me guess.
or
three
no
people
one
got it.
sometimes.
Three
What?
people- Justice got character of the week. I'm guessing.
Nope, Asher got character of the week.
Oh, who would have guessed?
Then we had 3 people that got strives for understanding. That means that they had at least 3 points.
Justice.
It was Asher, Judah, Eden.
What?
Who would have guessed half those?
I got 3. I only need to go one more space. Wait. Yeah, that's my car. Wait, is that my car?
Why don't we all just, everyone always put smiley faces on everyone, then we can all get things.
Oh, wouldn't that be
That'd be
amazing?
cheating. We'd have to spend so much money every time we went to the bookstore. Waste like We already spent $120 last time on the books.
I don't want anybody coming up with schemes. I want you to each honestly think about each other
You put false smiley face
and
on.
yourself and evaluate. If you give somebody a neutral face or a frowny face, why don't you write on the back the reason so that we can help each other learn what we could be doing better. That way the people who are not getting good scores could get some feedback about what they're doing that causes people to give them negative ratings. There's something else I just remembered. Eden took some tests and she got 108.
Mine's getting tired.
My battery died and they continued clapping the entire time it took to get a new battery and put it in. Good job, Eden. And
Okay.
she also got 100% in
Science.
was it science? I
I
can't
don't
remember.
know,
It's
I'm
either
just
science or
saying
social studies. I can't remember.
Yay.
So she gets to move 2 spaces, which means she's made it around the track and 1 further. And we need to get a yellow star to put up.
Besties of the week. Eden, what's the 2 besties of the week? What do you think?
Teeth brushed.
Yes.
Shoes and socks on.
Yes.
No.
She's right. She only has socks.
Why are you giving me that look?
You guys eat breakfast?
Yes. No.
Did you take your vitamins?
Yes. Why are you giving her
Did you
foot stuff and all that
do
stuff?
your foot stuff, Thomas?
Yes. I didn't.
No, you look for it. No.
Okay, tonight we're gonna have a London broil for supper.
What's that?
That's
We're
that
getting-
really giant
It's
steak-looking
the Queen
thing.
of England. Cooking her up.
Is anybody going with Dad tonight?
I
might be.
I think time is.
All right.
No.
If you don't go and Robert comes to ask if he can spend the night, that's fine. I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and just work in the garden this morning. Before we get started. Yeah, we'll pray and then we'll go work in the garden before it gets hot. This is what we harvested today. We got some yarrow that we'll dry for our herb collection, medicinal herbs, rhubarb, asparagus that we're gonna eat with our dinner tonight. This is catmint that we're gonna dry for our medicinal herb collection, and then this is some peppermint. They're just starting to grow, and I think we'll make some tea with that for our dinner tonight.
I remember that when I was little, I used to steal some peppermint and then I would eat it.
Yeah, it's good, huh?
I realized I was wrong. I still have tests in that.
I'm gonna start school with Solomon once I got all of this stuff dealt with.
My goal to learn new words, to research and answer questions, to learn about what is that thing? Actually
Famous.
eating stuff. Famous
Guys, good stuff.
buildings, to learn about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Are you guys having fun?
And Jessica says, I'm the richest girl in the world. I got license free. That's because I'm rich. And he said that I'm only 6 years old.
So you guys have 5 more minutes until we have to go back to school.
I have a flying card.
You're just in time for the new letter, Thomas. I bet you're excited.
Come on, let's run.
I got some IBEX.
IDEX.
I knew it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I didn't even know IBEX was an animal. Well, I didn't. Stop.
You guys, he can't hear.
IDEX, the IDEX would not lie. Never tell a lie.
How did that happen?
Okay, we're gonna do a new game that we have never done before, and this is gonna be a sound game. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say the sounds, and you're gonna tell me what word I'm saying. Okay? It's gonna be tricky. You ready? The first word is k, a, t.
Mom.
At.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to say it really fast, okay? You just turn around, guys. At. At. Cat.
Cat.
Very good. Okay, let's try another one. The next one is ah. Very good. Okay. The next one is j g. J.
Goldfish.
Let's try that one again. J g. J g. J g. J.
I know. It's a doll.
Yeah, a jug. Like a jar, huh? How about this one? It's gonna be tricky. Are you ready? B s. B s.
And
Bus. Bus. Very good. Ilex Ibex sits and looks at the lilac bush. He climbs on his bicycle and he begins to ride home too. But just as he's riding past the lilac bush, he sees two bright shining eyes looking at him. Ilex squeals, "Yikes!" He starts riding home as fast as he can. Then he stops. Yep. Shh, girls. Those bright shining eyes look like eyes that Ilex Ibex has seen before. They belong to someone he knows. They don't belong to a wild tiger or a gigantic lion. Irene is wrong. Ilex smiles a big happy smile. But we're going to have to wait until... Oh wait, no, we're doing double work today, so we don't have to wait to find out. Because I'm going to read some more story.
Oh yeah!
And then I saw two bright shining eyes. Now you may look at page 24, but just at the top. Look, I see shining eyes in the lilac bush.
It's a cat. It's a cat.
Mama and Ilex begin to giggle. Ibex reads I. And we have some ice cream to put on the eyes.
All of it?
As many as you need.
I can see if I can change my channel name because I calculated it'd be somewhere around my birthday where I can change it.
Oh yeah.
So I can see if I can do it.
We started late, so it's lunchtime, so the big kids are gonna stop and have lunch. That fits perfect. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, some of you guys have been wondering about why, or observing, I guess, that I spend a lot of time with Solomon and not the other kids. And I mentioned this at the very beginning of the school year when people asked me to make these videos. I said, for one, I don't know if they're going to be interesting because it's just not that interesting watching people do schoolwork. We're still doing it, but I will explain that the curriculum we use is designed to be self-taught so that lots of kids of lots of different ages can be working at the same time without having to have a lot of teacher support. So it's a self-teaching curriculum.
This is not ice cream.
What is it?
That's what I found.
It's ice cream at our home.
Spicy Cheetos.
And it's not ice cream.
I see. Anyway, so in kindergarten, which is what Solomon's doing right now, even though he's only 4, obviously he can't read, so everything that we do together. And we spend about 45 minutes a day doing maybe an hour doing work together. Today we're doing double work, so it's going to take us longer than normal, which is why we're not done. Then next year, when he starts first grade, in the first 12 weeks, I will teach him how to read. And so we will do everything together for the first 12 weeks. But then beyond that, he will be working very independently. There are things that he will still do with me, but mostly it'll be independent work. The older kids, 2nd grade and beyond, work exclusively on their own. And all their instruction is in their workbooks, and they score their own work. And there are checkpoints throughout where they need to check in with me on certain things. And of course, if they don't understand something, then I come help them. But I really like it because, I don't have to do lesson plans. They're just working on their own. They don't have to wait for me to do things because, quit it. Anyways, they don't have to wait for me, so they can just get going and do their thing, and it really doesn't take a lot of planning or effort on my part, which is one of the reasons I love this curriculum. This is the same one that I used growing up. I went to a public school when I was in early elementary school, but then I went to a Christian school and we use the same curriculum, and it's not like perfect. Nothing is. There's lots of things I don't, yeah, some grown-ups go to school that I don't like necessarily, but not so much that I'm willing to give up all the stuff that I really do like about it. Partly it's just that independence. I really like the kids being able to work independently. And I went off to college. I talked about this all in a different video, but it's maybe not a video that a lot of you will watch. So I will say that I went to college for a short time. I thought college was a waste of time, so I quit going, even though I earned a full scholarship to return. I outscored all of my friends that I knew that went to public school. Like all the classes I had with them, I scored better than everybody on tests. I actually had joined the Marines. I didn't end up going ultimately, but I did extremely well on the ASVABs. They sent me to do testing for working in intelligence, and the score or the test that I took, I was told that you had to get 100 to pass. 120 was a perfect score. My recruiter told me that most people that work in military intelligence get like a 105, and my recruiter got like a 70 something. Anyways, I got a 116 on the test, so I almost had a perfect score. And all of those things, I used to have kind of like a complex about going to a Christian school because I was teased constantly by public school people about like how dumb that was, and you don't learn anything, blah blah blah. And then after actually having some experience of being able to compare myself directly with my public school peers, I realized it was a bunch of garbage, and I don't worry about that at all anymore. And we use the same curriculum with our own kids, and again, it's not perfect, but there's like, it doesn't exist. So what?
And then someone told you that you can leave if you want to and stuff.
I don't know what you're talking. Oh yeah, with the Marines. Yes, I didn't actually go. I was enlisted, but I did not go to boot camp. I quit before that. Thankfully, one of the recruiters realized this wasn't really a good fit for me and told me if I just refused, I didn't have to go. So I was very thankful for that. So this guy just got some lunch delivered to him while he's continuing with his school. No. Eden, go get Claudia into her high chair. Are you done? That turned out super good. Want to keep your gem picture now?
Oh yeah. Yes.
The special.
So people don't think that you look like you're having a good time ever. Thomas looks a little bored with his activities.
I didn't do the candle.
Mine turned out fun, except for the
There's that. There's
You're a little like Dad. You don't like show a lot of expression most of the time unless I put you on the spot like I'm doing right now. So I was just wanting people to rest assured that Thomas enjoys his life. Wait. Would you like to go to school with other kids your age?
No, absolutely not. That'd be terrible.
Do you have friends that are your age?
Yes, lots of them.
Last time, well, I had a little pencil with this on, and then I just be sneaky to get a big one and then put my green one on here.
Did you? Okay. 1 pencil plus 1 pencil equals... Good. Next we have 1 pencil plus 2 pencils equals...
1
plus
plus
3
3
equals... what?
Okay, grade 12.
Very good.
Oh no, now Claudia's gonna get me peanut butter sandwich.
This morning he said he hates school and he didn't want to do it, and now he just said,
I love school. I mean, look.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm like too. I'm like, I hate school so much, and then when I start doing it, then I say to myself, I love school. It's so fun.
One done yet.
oh, that one's not done yet?
Yeah.
You want to show off the other one? She's been painting her nails,
Kind of messed up.
getting her toes. I think you did a great job.
Are your nails dry?
Almost.
Okay, I was hoping I could play in the sandbox.
I see. So I'm going through boxes of keepsakes today, and I have a lot of decisions to make, and I'm not very excited about doing this. I was talking earlier today about me joining the Marines, but then I didn't go, and I was just going through these keepsake boxes, and I found this little card from when I was doing the whole Marines thing. I just noticed Eden had put some of her pillows that she made on the bed, and it looks so cute.
To let you know that I find no basis for a charge against him.
This is kind of hard because a lot of these ones are scratched up, so that looks like a 5.
We might need to make some labels for her or something.
Claudia!
IDEX reads
I just wanted to show Claudia something.
IDEX reads
Ibex, the ibex would not lie. Never tell a lie.
Is everything alright now?
We can't do anything.
Your hands are full? We are going to start on page 24. Yeah, he saw smoke. Call Papa Ibex, cries Ilex. Call the firehouse. There's a fire somewhere nearby.
I can think it might be a scammer.
Not a scammer, just a customer.
But she doesn't.
Okay, everyone needs to simmer down and let's be quiet. Where were we?
Mom,
Soon, Ilex Ibex sees Papa driving his shining red fire truck to the fire. Alright, Sally, today we're going to do our yes-no game, but I was thinking that you could use your shield for yes, because it's green, and your sword looks kind of like an X, so it could be no, okay? Does that sound good? Okay, we're listening for the I sound. The first word is ice. Very good. Tie. Good. Cat. Very good. There's an awful lot of lines that aren't written on.
Yeah, it wasn't that long to write.
never. Never.
That looks much better.
Mom, let me see. And her face.
It's right there. You don't need to see the camera.
No, a little bit more dirty stuff right there I see.
Can we use flowers and leaves to make medicine? So circle that part. What else can we use to make medicine? Yep, including the roots. You can circle that one. And there's one more picture of things that we can use to make medicine from plants.
What color its leaves? Playtime.
Really, that was our last page, and it was a test, and you got 100%.
I'm in love. Yay!
Yay!
senses are very important to us. About the real world around us. We have learned about the sense of seeing, hearing, and smelling. Extra. With your tool.
So Asher and Judah are filling out job applications, and they just learned for the first time that they have something called a
Social Security number.
So they're learning some new things they didn't know. So Asher just informed me that the pepper grinder was missing. We had it outside, so I'm sure just didn't get put away in the right spots. It was Mother's Day yesterday, and we used it out by the fire pit. But he had fun making pepper himself here with the mortar and pestle. Felt very old world, didn't it?
Yeah.
We got some mail deliveries. Judah Mills.
Yay! My voice.
And Solomon, we got mail for you.
This looks like fish food. Mom, I told Ethan that we have to. Ethan has to run that way, and I have to run this way, so we can get to the top of the walk. But she didn't do it.
You want me to read it to you?
Even though she showed me that she was going.
She says, "Dear Solomon, you make me laugh so much when you are being silly. I've learned so much watching your videos. Thank you for making them. I live far away from you. There's a lot of water by me. Ocean, lakes, rivers. I love to take a ferry boat. We just drive our car right on it. Keep up the good schoolwork. Fondly, Jennifer." Now look at that. She sent you a picture of a ferry boat. And do you see the cars on there? She gets to drive her car onto a boat. Yeah, like on Clifford.
Mama, do we get to go on it?
No, we don't get to go on it, but she does, and she wanted to show you what it looks like.
Mom, they give me another thing like that.
Nope, nobody else. That says Washington.
I walked all around the block.
Mom, I get to keep it.
Yeah, it's yours. Does that make you feel happy getting some mail?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang it on my bed.
Are you? No, you didn't get any more mail. It reminded me of Hogwarts.
My finger is not.
Where did these go?
Okay, if we can't get it this way, we might ice it to make your finger.
The part where it turned.
Okay, Judah didn't get the part where we got it out, but we did get the finger unstuck with Vaseline. That'll teach you to put your finger in there.
Now point the camera at the mirror so you can see how you're holding it.
I could tell you wanted to panic, but it seems like you were remembering rule number 1.
Mom, it's funny because he said, "I'm freaking out." Here, show your camera and see how you're holding it.
Well, I got Vaseline all over my hands, so I don't want to touch the camera.
Will it ruin it?
I just might get a yucky.
Mom,
Glad it all worked out okay.
I'm trying to figure out when I conked out.
Did you hang your shirts?
Yeah.
And did you put all the rest of the clothes in your bin? Did you know what happened while you were doing it? Asher put his finger in your sword and it got stuck. And we had to put some stuff on it to get his finger back out. You feel it?
Just like on Pirates of the Caribbean, he was in handcuffs and he didn't want to get eaten by the Kraken, so he poured some oil on it.
You don't like it here.
But he still got eaten.
I tried to clean it off, but maybe I didn't get it off. Here, sorry.
Asher got his finger
Mom, in your
stuck in
post
there.
today, you should make a new post if you already posted it, so you can say Jude's making some rhubarb crisps, but we can do it for the video. So, but you can still eat it if you want to.
Mom, your belly slide.
Is that a belly slide?
I'm sense of humor. Trust me.
Mom, then it's because it's a guy.
Are you washing the dishes? Were those outside still?
Yeah, and they were dirty.
They were dirty.
Yes. And they were dirty.
I'm gonna spread them far apart. Once.
Is this a right plate?
What? Is it a roly-poly in the cup? Yeah, you can take it outside and put it back in the grass.
Okay, I got salt in the glass.
made it into one big ball because I got confused of what I was doing. And then I flattened it out.
I tried the road party.
Okay.
Now I'm going to have the little cup.
Now is it ready to go in the oven?
I don't know.
No, I got the first thing on now.
No, you do that after you bake them.
Cute.
Yeah, this is going to be for Judah's birthday party coming up. I made 3
Do
of
you
them.
have any others?
Do I have any apples?
Yeah.
I don't think we have any, but there's some bananas.
But I want some others right now.
You can go look in the fridge, but I don't think there is any.
You can have some of my cake when it's done, maybe. I might save it for dinner.
Eden's cookies turned out just about perfect.
Yeah, I remember the first time I used this, then I got my cookies just like this. Not even, well, they aren't cookies.
Yeah, they need to cool a little bit,
Yeah.
probably. And then make sure to use a little spatula to get them off.
Yeah.
You know what would be perfect?
What?
One of those little Play-Doh spatulas.
I like it. Justin says he loves it.
So it's got lemon frosting on it?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's very tasty. You did a good job.
Oh my.
This is to inquire about Judah and Jerusalem with regard to the law of your God, which is
We didn't see it bleeding until they said it's red around it, and then
Yikes. So these guys are over at the neighbors playing on the trampoline, and apparently something didn't go right.
Yeah, because we were playing a game and I wouldn't get up because I need to rest my hand for a minute, and then I accidentally bumped
Really?
my nose on his leg.
Ouch.
it
It looks like it stopped maybe already.
just in case you need this.
Here's a dry one too if we need it. Here, let me trade you.
Also, there's blood around your cheeks.
Here, use a wet one on your arm.
I'm glad that Eden's not panicking.
I think you guys both did a great job of not panicking. Oh, yep, it's still going a little tiny bit.
silver and gold in accordance with the will of
It's so annoying.
This is the first bloody nose we've had this spring.
Yeah, we haven't had a bloody nose probably since the last time we made a video about what to do about a bloody nose. Remember that?
Yeah.
You were just watching it the other night, weren't you? Judah's cherry rhubarb crisp is all done. And then our egg and bacon and spinach bake thing is all done. And it smells super good. It's a gloomy, rainy day today.
I'm making a green apple zombie first.
Oh yeah?
I don't know why that happens, but sometimes it's just like this.
Mom, my name, but
You need a lunch?
yeah.
Okay, first we need to comb some hair. Your hair and this girl's hair. Do you need to comb your hair?
This is the open Hello? Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
drew.
Look at this head.
Very
I
nice.
know I draw this better.
My hands are dry. This is
But
really
not
funny.
mine. I draw this better powder.
Did you draw a better pair? Those look great, bud.
I don't know what's going on around here. I don't know what color I should make it.
It looks like that's her chair right there.
Not this part. Is that just nothing?
Probably he's maybe just standing there. And that's just the wall.
This looks like the legs.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing, isn't it? Here you go.
Oh
Oh no!
no! Mom, making Claudia some steak and a toy. Yay!
Okay, we're gonna play a game this morning, okay?
What?
Alright. We have 2 blocks plus 1 block equals how many blocks? And you can put them over here on that side.
If it has S2 S's, it's dessert.
Very good. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. How many he's gonna start with 4 blocks plus
My mom has 1 block.
Maple. Senator.
You know I can't read. Oh, I didn't pull out the test on here, Mom.
Next.
Okay, everyone needs to simmer down.
What?
Wait. Look, I saw 4 blocks plus 1 block equals, but you only put 4 blocks. That's not, there you go, 5 blocks. Very good.
No. Now it's trying no block.
Okay, okay, so 4 blocks plus 0 blocks equals,
Next.
oh, he's gonna start with 5.
Editor.
5 blocks plus 0 blocks.
No, 1 block.
1 block plus 0 blocks equals 1 block. Very good.
Okay.
So what is your problem? Can you read it to me? 6.
6 blocks plus 1 block is equal 7.
Well, you only put 1 there. It does equal 7, but we gotta put 7 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Now it's correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's count carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, it equals 11.
11? But you only had 9 over here, see?
Okay.
3, 6, 9. Oh,
Okay.
now it's right. So
I put 1 more on.
good, let's read
So
it.
that makes 11.
That's right, so let's read. 10. Sally.
Watermelon.
No, Claudia. 10
Plus.
1 equals.
No, wait.
Uh-oh.
Oh, just out. Oh.
No.
What's gonna happen?
Stop. Mom.
She's like this. Look at this. Stop. She went to a person who. She was doing this. There's a girl doing this.
She's so faking.
There's a girl doing this. And she's like this.
Okay, you need to go sit back down and work. Oh, you got some blue and red ones? So he's building a tower as high as he can, and when it falls down, we're going to pick him up.
Well, these looks like this wood block.
You're going to have to be super... Oh, there it goes. Okay, let's clean up.
Clean up. Mom, I want to play this game.
I think we'll probably play it again on Thursday when we have more school.
Wait a minute. What? I am going to play it.
I know.
After school.
After school?
Yep.
I bet you could do that.
And then
Let's put this up. Go put this on the counter so that Claudia doesn't get it.
How about what we...
That'll work. Perfect. I'll take the cards.
No, come and get it. The cards will be right
No,
here.
we need to put them back in my book so they don't get lost.
I will take a turn first, and then you will take a turn.
After school, we can play together like that?
Yep.
You really like that game?
Yep. Do you love it too?
I do love it. It's fun doing math games, huh?
Mom, you did not look because they know what to do.
Okay.
I did this one first, this one, and this
That's
one.
correct.
And
On this story, though,
and this one, and this one, and this one.
first he went for the bike ride with Irene. And then second, he had his limeade stand. And third, he got his Bible.
Do the gun. Today, they have 100%.
Nope.
No.
Darn it.
Whoop. 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 Whoop.
Did you need something?
Mom, I did it.
Very good, buddy. You did a really good job. Get your pencil.
No.
Let us not
No.
judge one another, but judge yourself that a man
I
put
just closed it.
or not agreeing to fall in.
Mom.
I messed up on the
Yes.
part where the fall in the
Yes.
because I wrote it, but I forgot to put in the
Close.
is or in the phone. So I had to really squeeze.
Okay.
Get it in there.
This is weird because she's
Oh my goodness.
she puts in too much and then she keeps on pouring.
Yikes.
Eh.
Okay. Okay. In box 1, ah, ostrich. Ah. You gonna work in the basement?
How we can play in the bedroom?
That's a great idea, Asher. Why don't you take him in there? In box 2, elephant.
Do it.
Ah, so much good time.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy in here.
Let's run.
So tell them who it was, Judah.
It was a scammer.
Another scammer.
That's like the 9th time Alex has called us.
Box 3, peacock.
I stuck a pea.
Good. Box 4, vole.
Vole. I did the bee.
Are you
can't
tricking me?
look.
Okay.
Mommy, keep bogging my head.
Do ya? Next, we're gonna circle gerbil reeds,
Do it,
Ja-
Judy.
and the last one is zebra reeds.
Did it.
Lazy, then that the person is lazy.
Alright, so the pencil.
Go back in.
Help, and then the guy helps people and doesn't make like
Look.
when the mom named them, they didn't actually think that their life was gonna be based on what she named them.
Well, yeah, that's true because your name means happy.
But I'm never happy.
I know.
Here, I'm kidding. I'm sometimes happy.
This one's gonna be tricky.
Which one?
Nope, that's not the emu. That's the elephant. There you go. Now gerbil.
What do you need?
And ibex. Are you gonna do school?
Mom, did they do it?
No, you did ibex. You did it right.
Oh.
Now match the pictures.
Mom, it's basement day for me.
Is it?
Basement is downstairs.
Okay.
I forgot one already. Playing game guy. So, what? Mom? Oh! It's a plus ball one.
All right. Are you excited?
There's green, blue, and pink and red. Mom, we need it. Green, blue, and
Look,
red.
now this one you have to
instead.
circle the number. So we're gonna look and see. 1 ball plus 1 ball equals how many?
Mom, I don't need that.
Yep, Solly got 100%. In box 3, circle the one that we use to make houses.
Oh, Claudia is here.
Is she?
Yep. She is exciting.
In box 3, circle the one we use to make houses.
She's watching me. Oh.
Sally. In box 3, circle the one that we use to make houses. In box 4, circle the thing we use to make medicine.
Sis, no.
Okay, 100%.
Look! If we go like this in the pool, and then instead of going like this, look! Instead of going like this, go on our back, we go forward. Look!
Judah's worn out because they just ran around the block. Can you tell everyone when we're going to go to the pool?
In June 4th, or January.
In June we're going to go. Where are we going to go?
We're going to go to the homeschool convention.
The homeschool convention. Asher hates the homeschool convention. He wants to stay home.
Last time we went, Mrs. Reeves was there, and whoever wanted to could play games.
Don't worry, Asher, we're not going to stay a bunch of food to the bathroom, and I'll log and not go out so you guys can't get me.
I feel
Is it a different one than last time?
Yeah, this year it's in Casper.
Mom,
Is it the first one we had to sit in this plastic chairs?
It's a different place. We haven't been to this one yet.
Okay.
Yep.
A umbrella.
I'd like the homeschool convention if you didn't have to dance on stages.
I don't think we're going to do
I have to do a Bible school, but I like Bible school better because
Mom,
it's
look
not
at me,
like
they
people
blah.
No. Okay. Okay.
Fireworks activate. No. Yes. Fireworks have to activate.
Hi, what are you doing?
Mom.
Are you having fun in there?
Stop. Stop.
Is that fun?
Yeah.
Is it fun? Did you bonk your head in fits today? Yeah, she did several times today, and I see she's got a big knot on her head again. You got a belly button? So Thomas just told me he's going to learn
Made-up language from a video game.
a made-up language from a video game. So he's making himself some cards here so that he can learn.
This just made me do this.
I'll be the doctor.
Yeah. That's tight around your in your ear.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't want to wear it.
Yeah. Especially.
So you can have a baby? Is that what's going on here?
Yes. That's the reason why. The baby must. The baby must be kicking a lot.
And you get this too.
You don't need to wear it. It's a nose sucker.
Whoever putting away lying, let every man speak truth to his neighbor, for we are members one another. Ephesians 4:25.
Good.
You're very stubborn guy.
Here you go.
What, Mom?
That's it.
Okay, so those are her black pumpkin tags. Nobody. Anyway, Thomas, after that very long intermission, the Cinderella pumpkins are those kind that are kind of flat instead of tall.
I don't know what those are.
Okay, and then we're also going to plant some giant orange pumpkins. They'll hopefully get giant. We'll see what happens if they do or not.
Yeah, I remember when I got some orange pumpkins. I have to kind of do that because the seeds are ginormous.
Tomatoes and two. What up,
Kind of looks nice while it goes in.
Okay. Ditch. Knob.
I don't think I can dig this.
What?
I mean, you said Solomon. So that's almost Solomon.
Yeah.
Congregational. I don't know.
Congregational?
That second one on the last. Second.
Congressional.
How do you spell the last one? Or
How do I spell it?
How do you say it?
Digression.
Some things I can't say because that's like a lot of.
Okay, let me initial it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Alright, they just returned from the store. Justice has his own fidget spinner now.
And we have a bunch of news to
What?
tell. Justice told his first one is he got a fidget spinner.
And we also saw a guy riding an electric scooter.
You did?
Yeah, and then the other ones, mine are both in the alley.
What?
First, we saw kids that kept staring at us, and I kept waving to them over and over again because I know. We saw a bunch of cats. Remember that video
It's a
we
family.
watched about how to fight? Well, they were like doing
Dollars in.
Mom, in my hand.
I don't know, did Justice help you? Oh, a quarter. We're not going to the store, we're going to the library. Thank you for helping her, buddy. Thomas said this time he is coming to the library, so give him a second. Don't leave without him. The other day when we went to Home Depot on Mother's Day, we thought he wasn't going, so we left without him, and he said that he was just coming out to get in the van when we were pulling out of the driveway without him. It was very sad. I felt super bad about it.
That was a close one. I almost forgot my book. There's a lot of people.
I opened it and Sophia just pulled it off and ate it.
Okay, Sophie, you need to get in your car seat, sweet girl.
Sophia, go in your car
Why are
seat.
you wearing that
Sophia, get up. Get up.
He doesn't hurry it up, we're gonna leave without him.
What's taking him apropos long?
Bye-bye.
Probably doing that thing. He was like using the calculator or something. Oh, it's right here. What's Thomas?
Did you see Thomas?
No.
Maybe we'll scare him.
Brett, back out of this, like almost out of our driveway. Don't call. I'll go see where he is.
at the library.
Tell him to hurry up because it's already at 10 o'clock. We're supposed to be there at 10.
You're such a sweet kid. He's doing something with his book.
The school book?
Yeah.
How do you woke me up and went,
He was running up the stairs. Where is he? What took you so apricot-y long? Wait, I want to go see.
My school's all messy everywhere. I'm cleaning up.
I want to. We're still gonna have to leave out here.
We abandoned a couple kids.
Okay. Let's be quiet when we go in because it's probably started. Hello.
Honey,
Really?
say hello. Say hello.
Let's go. It's already started.
Ow! A jump ball just fell on my nose.
he's angry.
I run into him too. All right, Sophie. We'll see you next week. Yep. See you next week. Bye, Elizabeth.
Look at this.
Bye, Claudia.
My hands are.
I really failed to get footage in the library. We were, anyways, we're just having a fun time visiting, and I didn't ever pick up the camera. And I guess you guys, did you plant potatoes? Is that what you did for your craft?
Yeah.
So they're leaving those here, so nobody even brought those over to show me. So I didn't get any video except for Eden and tidying up right before we left. So that was a pretty, well, from your point of view, boring trip to the library.
From my point of view, because all I did was school.
Wait, so they didn't bring their thing?
No, they're gonna leave their potatoes here, and I didn't even go look at them. So I just visited the whole time and missed out on everything. All right, roll call.
Hey, raspberry one.
I'll buy you a raspberry one.
Apple one. Because I'm bigger.
It's Aunt Laura. Did you guys see Laura?
I got that one for
Yep.
I didn't know. Like, it's fine.
Thank you, sir.
Shotgun's on mine.
I can give you everything you want.
You trying to trick him or what?
Uh-huh. He sees my hair though. Hi. It's mine.
Oh my God. Here comes our little gazelle, our little goat, leaping about.
Stop being so mean. I dropped in all the cracks again.
Did you?
You're a goat.
You remind me of that little goat that was running and jumping off of everybody. I was just outside showing Mrs. Reeves the plants and I found one of your Easter eggs. It still has candy in it.
Mom.
Score!
You can go sweep the porch and 46.
Need.
48.
Regressor. No, I'm sorry. Regression.
Aggression.
Regress.
Oh, no, just don't go again. I think it's time.
Oh no.
Number 49.
Ledge. So Eden is working on what pace?
Social
Social
I'm making
studies.
it with this circle.
They're both drawings. So.
Sophia's making a picture.
And on the other side, there's a picture.
A big house.
It's a house. Solomon's making
A chocolate bar guy.
a chocolate bar guy.
Well, that one's a different guy.
Judah's working on English.
Yes.
And Ash is working on social studies. Justice is scoring what? Social studies? You got it.
Mama, I don't.
Thomas is working on his word building test, and Daddy's down in his office fixing computers, and Mom's gonna sit here and do some business paperwork. And this little girl's gonna wear a hat again. Meow. Did Justice make you a sandwich?
I think that might have been a waste.
Did she throw it away?
She just threw half of it away and now she's playing in the other.
Did you
Oh,
make
wait, no,
her a
she
sandwich,
didn't.
Justice? Yes. Thank you, bud. Thomas is going to, but I guess Justice is on it already. Good job.
Mom, look, I have to read this too. Mom means a thing second up. He means comes from.
So this big girl just made her own cinnamon and sugar toast. Mommy helped her with the toaster, and then she put the cinnamon and sugar on by herself. That's amazing. You gonna show it to everyone?
Yeah. I'm going to shake her. I don't want to ever eat it.
You don't want them to eat it?
Yeah.